Hello, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies. Today it is the Game of Life, August 2023 edition. We are going to get your vibes, what's the available energy for August 2023, and we have 4 players this time. So let's just get it started. Player 1, what is going on with you in the Game of Life? Let's see what's happening, and let's see, perhaps, do you need any buffs? Do you need any help? Do you need any course corrections? Do you need a summon? Okay, do you need a phoenix down? I don't know. Maybe you need to sleep at the inn. But we shall see. And we shall see if you need any course correction. I don't think you need course correction. I just think maybe I was gonna say this before this card popped up, so let me just show you. There's something better. What I was going to say about this yes card is that I think things are going to be going more positively for you than maybe you believe that they are going to go. So I have listened to your intuition here as well, and make sure that what you are listening to is in fact your intuition and not, the anxiety voice, the cynical voice, what is that? I forgot what they call it. Critical mind? The inner critic. There we go. We'll get to it. The inner critic, for some therapy speak for you. The inner critic, when they are in charge, which they should not be, is usually something, a part of yourself, an aspect that's going to hold you back. And the inner critic gets in charge when you were younger. You needed a lot of protection that should have, that in the best case scenario would have been provided to you, but it wasn't. So you needed to develop those parts of yourselves to provide your own protection. And as you got older, that part, instead of being integrated with your little inner system, is now running the show. So if your inner critic is very loud, it is likely that whatever is going on might be a very positive thing, but paradoxically, because it's so positive, you might be trying to self-sabotage a little bit if any of this is resonating for you. So just be mindful that the inner critic is actually not your intuition. The intuition is just this deep knowing of, oh, I think this is a really good thing. And then that critic will step in and be like, let me explain to you how it's absolutely not a good thing. You should not venture out into the unknown, because remember all of these other times when you got hurt. And it's just like they are going to have a very robust case of evidence for you for why you should not do whatever it is you're thinking about doing, or, lean into whatever is being presented to you. That's not your intuition. And, self-soothe, because what's going on is that even if it's a positive thing, it's making you feel unsafe. And look, I got judgment on the bottom. I'm going to take it in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. Be sure you are actually using your best judgment. There might be a bit of inner chaos here when this positive thing comes along. Uncertainty with this moon card, because it's almost like it's too good. Whatever this is, it's too, like, it's right here and it's too good. So there's gotta, it doesn't work that way, right? We gotta figure it out. No. We had yes under the deck and then no with an exclamation point. And let me look at this other card. Yeah, oh my gosh, player 1. I think you might be self-sabotaging here. I'm gonna look at these other 3 cards, but what I get is, I don't know how this could illustrate my point better. I did all the channeling and now it's now we're looking at the cards. No, and the 7 of Wands, get away from me. And I don't know that this is correct. I don't know that that's actually your intuition. I think we might be being severely, yes, protective. Oh my gosh, player one. You really are not sure how to feel. This is going to throw you off kilter. Like really, really off kilter. Why? Because especially if it's something that you're feeling like, I need to protect myself, these sorts of parts can get very, very triggered when it's someone, another person. Maybe it, like, I mean, it could be like, I'm going to pull more cards on this one to see whether this is someone trying to get close to you in a business sense or a friendship sense, or even like maybe a mentor, or yes, a romantic partner. That, even when it's positive, when you have been through a lot, like throughout your childhood, adolescence, adulthood, and everything else, even though it's a positive thing, it will feel threatening to you. And what your knee-jerk response might be is to close yourself off to this. Like, just shut it down. No. And let me just go ahead, because I think I've got the measure of all of this energy right here. We're going to look at this Lovers and the Eight of Swords and see, like, are you making the best decision for yourself here? I don't know. I mean, obviously, whatever you decide to do, if you're not ready for new friendships or new relationships or anything like that, by all means, like, you go and be by yourself. Like, that's fine. And I'm not, so under the Lovers, we have Temperance. And, you know, I'm just looking at this angel over the Lovers and the angel on Temperance, and I just get that this is likely something that you want. This is maybe something, even if you're not like a manifestation or a prayer person, you might have wished like late at night or on your own or in nature, like on a hike or something like that. You wished for something like this. And now it's sort of like, okay, here you go. We fixed this up just for you. And now it's like terrifying. Now you're, now like I've been waiting for this. Now it's terrifying, okay? Because it's here. And I don't know what to really do about that. Player one. Yeah, I'm thinking this is you showing up. I'm getting a yes. Okay, this is you showing up here as the King of Pentacles. I think likely you've done a lot of work on yourself. You've done a lot of work on your world, and it's sort of like you are very comfortable. And I think a lot of people get into this place. It's like we get very comfortable and we get very okay with being with ourselves and in our own worlds and, you know, what we know, and we've built it and we have our stability, we have our peace. And now it's like, hey, I don't know that I want anybody intruding onto this, especially if you've had, you know, particularly violent intrusions onto your peace in the past. So I get that maybe you're considering, like, is this person somebody who like, you're looking at this pentacle, like your world, is this person really someone who's worth like letting into this? And I gotta tell you, I think this person that you're liking, because I get that you like this person. This isn't someone who is like aggressively trying to get into your space. This is just someone who is maybe new to your social circle. You're just seeing them in passing, perhaps they're catching your eye, maybe you've had some conversations, I don't know. But this person is very attractive to you, and it looks like they, like, I mean, they're not the King of Pentacles, but they're showing up as the Nine of Pentacles. That's an exceptionally good addition. And if you can see this little like snail down here, matched with the Temperance card, I don't think that, like, where you would be well matched is that neither of you is going to like rush into anything. Like, Pentacles are very, like, materiality moves slow. And I think likely this person is in a bit of a similar position as you. Like, they're in very nice surroundings. They take care of themselves well. Like, they probably have a lot of, like, they're in a peaceful garden with their little pet here, right? Like, I think it's a very good match. And what I think here is that ultimately you are perhaps going to open up here. And what I see from this Death card, I'm going to pull one more on it, but what I'm seeing from it is likely this is the end if you allow it, because we still have to look at this Eight of Swords. If you allow it, it will be the end of a particular phase of your life that was very, very necessary. And now we're moving on to another phase. What this also could represent, unfortunately, is that when you make this initial open-hearted, vulnerable move towards this person, maybe expressing some emotion towards them, that could be the thing that triggers you. Because I'm actually not getting that this person's gonna be like, ew, no, like, I'm feeling like very like light kind of harmonious energy between the two of you here. But I think that just making that vulnerable step, even before that person even responds to you in a positive way, it's sort of like you're gonna go into like, you're gonna go into some like catastrophizing potentially. You might like potentially run away. Like, you might try to put an end to the situation before it even begins, and it's just like, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna pull one more on that, and then we're gonna move to the is it, yeah, like, oh, but if you do this, if you go into this, no, I'm gonna be alone on top of the mountain, like I am the like I am an island unto myself, like I need no one and nothing. The person you are passing up, Mr. or Miss Emperor, is in fact the Empress. And they're a really good match for you. And there's the Queen of Pentacles for the King of Pentacles. They're a good match for you. But I don't know that you're ready. I don't know that you're ready for it. That's too bad. Let's see this Eight of Swords. What are you blocking yourself from? Leaning into the uncertain for a very stable, wonderful relationship and making the offer to this person. Are they going to remain in this Eight of Swords as of now? I just heard no, they'll get over themselves, but we'll see. Yes, like, I'm gonna pull one more. That was the Wheel of Fortune. It's likely just your own inner energy is going to shift, like just experiencing this, because likely you know. Like, I don't think I'm telling you something about yourself that you don't know. I think you're aware, and I think you observing yourself do this and maybe seeing this reading whenever you need to see it is going to shift you, or you are just going to be shifted because it's just the organic time. Like, you've done all the necessary work that you need to do, and it's just like, it's going to be an organic process, even if things start off a little bit rocky. Like I said, it's gonna be a little bit rocky. This person is likely worth it, however, and they've dealt with their own stuff. Like, I don't know, I just think y'all seem like, if you allow it, this could be like really, really good, but it's gonna feel probably very out of control for you. Yeah. But I get like you, because now we have the King of Swords at the bottom and the Ten of Pentacles, and what came out was this Page of Swords, I think you are going to be pretty determined about this. I think eventually you are going to brave this situation and talk to this person more directly, perhaps after watching them like a hawk for a little while to make sure there's no funny business going on in like my world that I've created here, and like, okay, fair enough, all right. But I think you're probably gonna get through it. So let's see if any best advice for you wants to come through, or next steps, depending on what it looks like. Poor player one. Yeah, it's okay. It is okay to make your offer to the Queen of Pentacles. Like, you're in it now. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my Lord. I think this is likely going to be not advice, but your next steps. Or maybe it is advice. I'm not sure. I think it's probably a little bit of both. This Hierophant I am seeing as your actual intuition, your higher self, or if you aren't spiritual like that, the wise mind, right? This is the part of yourself that you need to be paying attention to. What counsel is this part of yourself giving? Because I think when you listen to that part of yourself, the person or the aspect that has guided you through to this point of your life, has gotten you to this really good position within yourself as a solitary individual, what that part of yourself is going to be telling you is some things are in fact exactly what they are. Sometimes it really is good. It's not a trick. Not everyone is a piece of shit. There are people, in fact, as dedicated as you, as disciplined as you, I will say as wise as you, maybe intelligent, maybe, you know, they care about what's going on in their own life and in the lives of these others, right? Especially maybe others who don't have it as together. Like, not everyone's a snake. So in knowing that, it is okay for you to take action. So, player one, I most definitely understand if you're going to be feeling a little bit rocky maybe towards the beginning of the month, but trust yourself, trust your own wisdom, where you've been, and I think likely you will have a lot of happiness with whatever incoming relationships are presenting themselves to you. So good luck. If you allow yourself, I definitely think that you have been winning at the game of life. And I think maybe you are ready to accept another player into the game. So that's up to you to decide. Best of luck and best wishes to you. Okay, player two. Let's see where you are in the Game of Life August edition. Do you need any buffs? Do you need any course correction? Do you need to go to, do you need to go take a nap at the inn, maybe? We shall see. We're gonna help you maybe get through some bosses or mini bosses, or maybe just hype you up if you are doing very, very well at this round of the game or this level. Maybe you're not dealing with any devils. All right, what do we got for player two? What do we got? Oh my goodness. Don't stop. I hate that shit. Don't stop and wait. Don't stop and wait. And then trust at the bottom. Now, usually when I get that, don't stop, wait, and trust, because I get that message every so often. What it means is don't stop what you're doing. Even if you're not seeing the immediate results that you want to see right now, even if you've been working on it for a long time, don't stop. You're not doing anything wrong, especially if you don't feel like you're like wading through like muck and mire or constantly beating your head against a brick wall. If things still feel pretty clear for you, if you enjoy the process that you're participating in, but you're wondering like, I know I enjoy this, but like it's not really like making a big return on investment. It's not really doing anything for me. So should I be pursuing something else? And the answer to that is no, just trust what you're doing, okay? So what we see here is within the next few months and romance. Now, I haven't pulled like your direct card yet, but this romance card at the moment, I don't know that that is an actual relationship. What I'm more thinking at the moment is that if this is like a creative project, a business venture, something like that, right? That's going to be coming together, not necessarily you and another person. But let me go ahead and pull your tarot. We have two. Yeah, like don't like, it's kind like, I know, like, I don't know, you might be in some doldrums. Yeah, like some doldrums, maybe wanting to kind of slack off a little bit and just like leave it where it is. Don't. Okay, it's coming. It's just, you know, it takes the time it takes. It might be a relationship, because here's the thing, I'm going to read this way. You might be like, this is the dating pool. That's okay. I don't need any of that. Like, I'll just go hang out with my friends. I don't need any of this. This is trash. Go and hang out with my friends, and y'all can all just go. Y'all are for the streets, okay? Get out. Kicked out. You're kicked out. You're for the streets. But there's going to be a little incoming, like, energy here that I think is a bit more solid. That's going like, okay, so you've been like, I don't see this as actual grief. I just see this as seriously just like, like lamenting. These are the options from which I can start a relationship. No, bitch. But that little energy that's coming in is going to shift you away from the garbage, right? And I'm just seeing this right now as a very kind of steadfast person, and they're going to be offering what is appropriate to the situation because they see your value, right? Like they know, they see, okay? They see, and they're going to take their time because this is likely a person who has done a lot of work on themselves, all right? Now let's show you what's actually on the board is within the next few months, this King of Cups, okay? And romance, we have the Page of Cups, and like, sorry, but that is a romantic option coming in within the next few months that is going to make you a romantic gesture, an offer. It's like a first date message or whatever. Like, hey, I'm interested in you. Can we go out on a date? Like, that's what that is. And let me pull your other three cards after running my mouth about all of this. Let me give this a shuffle, and then we'll pull your three. Oh. This is almost a repeat of player freaking one, okay? Like, but I'm gonna look at it because I swear to God, y'all are out here like, I want somebody, and then that person comes in and y'all are like, no. No, I don't, never mind. So when this person comes in, they're gonna come in very directly and very, like, I guess I would say persistently. It's just that you're not gonna have any questions about this. This person is going to take you out on a date. They are going to treat you well. They are going to be very communicative. So this is like, depending on what you want in a person, right? Like, do you want a lot of phone calls? Do you want very, very regular texting? Are you not that sort of a person and you prefer to only have like scheduled dates and things like that, and you're only really wanting to text or have phone calls with people who you already have a certain amount of established intimacy with? Whatever that is, this person will provide it. And as they are taking you out on dates or whatever it's going to be between y'all, they are going to be very like, if this person likes you and they keep taking you out on dates, they're going to be very direct about wanting to be in a relationship, what type of relationship that you want. Let's figure it out very directly if we are actually compatible, because I want to be in a relationship. This is not someone who is going to leave things nebulous with you, like, at all. They're going to be very direct, and here's what I see from you. I don't see it. I don't know. Like, it's almost like now your option is here and it's intimidating you. Maybe you're not ready. So I don't think I need any clarifiers on this person or timelines or what this is. All I'm pulling on is you, because I don't see any problems with that other person, period. I see you being gun shy for whatever reason. And you will be the one to block your happiness, especially if this is something you've been wishing for. Because it's like the universe sets y'all up. Here it is. Here's the thing you've been no, I don't. Changed my mind. I can't deal with that. That's something that I can't control entering into my reality, and I don't like it. Well, that's just the way love is. You don't get to be in control. You just don't. I think that you're thinking, it's like, it is kind of like the exact same thing that player one is doing a little bit, but I do see you working through this. It's sort of like initially you're gonna be like, thinking of past stuff that went wrong, but sort of like everything that could, it's like everything that's not in front of your face, everything that this person is not showing you, that's what you think is going on. Oh, they're just doing this so then they can just ditch me, and like they're future faking and they're love bombing, and I'll like, please stop watching social media if that's what you're watching, because those, I was about to be so rude. The people who are making a lot of that content are the architects of their own misery. And because they're in a particular little bubble of misery that they are creating for themselves, they just spew that out as though it is reality, when it is an aspect of reality. But for those of us who understand what not to engage with and what to engage with, it just doesn't seem to work out that way for us, okay? So, but just know that that stuff does well on social media, because misery loves company. And 95% of people out there are not going to want to take accountability for how they are contributing to the situation. They're going to want to blame another person. So please do not let that influence you here. And I don't think it's ultimately where you're going to stay, because I see you really wanting to take this chance, really wanting to, but maybe it could be good. And I just think that you're going to start off a little bit guarded, maybe because you don't, like, it's been so long maybe, or maybe you've never had someone come in this directly for you, that I think, like, you know, you're just trying to protect yourself here. So okay, I'm getting a yes, but I'm going to pull the cards anyway, because I just asked, like, will this person come out of this guarded energy and into this more open-hearted energy? And I am getting yes. I'm just going to pull some cards on it though, to see if we can get any more details on that. One more. Ugh. Okay. So when this starts going down, if you need some space to think about what this person has told you or offers they've been making, I'm getting this probably isn't going to come at the, hey, do you want to go out on a date phase, is going to come when this person starts talking about exclusivity. That's when it's going to come. That's likely what's going to make you very guarded about this relationship and really wanting to, because I mean, dating, whatever, when someone starts talking about, I want you to be with me, like for real, that's when people are going to start getting rattled for the most part. And I just see, first of all, what I got when I pulled this Seven of Cups is this is the one, okay? Or at least this is not a bad person, and it is likely the person you've been manifesting. Does this mean that y'all are going to be together forever? I just got a yes on that. Like, this could in fact be a very long-term relationship. It could be forever, okay? I can't determine that 100% because, you know, relationships develop and grow organically. And kind of when you put that, oh, this is like forever, it almost like it stifles it in a way. But I think at least this is the good option, right? When we're looking at your dating pool, like this is a good one, regardless of whether it is the one, all right? And what I also get from that Seven of Cups is you're over here thinking about, you know, past betrayals, whatever, maybe people who have treated you very cruelly in the past. And what came out with that is this World card. That is over. It's over. It is not going to happen. Why? Because in between then and now, you have come fully into yourself. You know your self-worth. You know who you are, your value, blah, 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 blah. Someone who's acutely aware of that is not going to deal with this and is likely not even going to get into a lot of situations like that anyway, because you know how to spot a person like that. The energy is very apparent. The wheel has turned too far and too long for you to really get caught up in something like this again. So I would say if you need space to think about this and to kind of settle your own energy, I think that's fine. I would say if you are feeling safe enough to do so, communicate that with this person, because A, they deserve to know, especially if they want to get into a relationship with you. But it's always like, if someone's being clear with you, like, be clear with them. So I would say, like, I am interested, however, you know, I need to sort this out. Like, just give me however many days to think about this and let me come back here. And the thing is, I even feel like that, it's almost like it's a formality. Like, you don't really need to think, you're just freaked out. You're like, I might need to think about I might need to think about if I'm ready to step into my happiness or not. Like, I think you know, you just maybe want to step aside and take a breath. Okay, there it is. And there it is. And there it is. Let me look at that actually. What it's looking like to me right now is this person, this King of Cups, they're in a much softer place than you are. They're in a lot more vulnerable place than you are. They're way more into their own heart, their own feelings and emotions. It's you who's very, very guarded about that. Yeah. And the reason, okay. So we have, here's this Knight of Cups coming in. Let's go out. I really like you. And then we have this Knight of Swords on your, like, I don't fucking know, okay? Like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Queen of Swords with the Knight of Swords. I'm the queen, I'm sitting over here, I'm sending out my knight. I don't know about that. Find out what that is. You're really being asked to maybe shift away from a little bit of that. This poor fucking person who's coming into y'all. You're just being asked to kind of like just chill out. Chill out a little bit because like we know, okay? We know that there has been past crap. All right. That's not this person. I'm really getting this person's probably very sweet and gregarious. But also because they're direct, this might be an aspect of this. Because this person is so direct and you might not be used to other people kind of taking the lead. You might not be used to that and it might come off as threatening to you. Like, what the hell is this person trying to do here? Like, are they trying to control me? Like, what are they? And what I get is, from this person making this offer to you, this is an honest person. This person's being truthful with you, okay? There is going to be uncertainty in any relationship. Like, you're not getting out of that. Even though this is an honest person making you an honest offer, the relationship is still gonna have to develop. And there's gonna be underlying issues for the both of you to deal with, but guess what? You can deal with it together, okay? And from what I'm seeing here with this Temperance, this person is a very, very good and balanced match with you. It's likely you will be able to do maybe more of this sort of work within a relationship with this person if you so choose. But you are going to have to move away from like the hypervigilance and the defensiveness and thinking that everyone and everything around you is a potential threat or looking to harm you or victimize you in some way. And I know that can be hard if you have had an extensive past with that, player 2, okay? But I see a lot of happiness for you if you let yourself soften up some and drop your guard. Okay, player 2, best of luck to you. I think you are going to do just fine in this round of the game of life, and maybe some new players are entering your party, okay? All right, moving on to player 3. What's going on for you in August for this round of the game of life? Do you need, I don't know, some gold? Do you need a potion? Do you need a healer? Do you need a mount? Don't take that to a bad place. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what's going on, if you need any help strategizing, if you need, what is that? Game facts? Do you need some cheat codes? Do you need a walkthrough? We're gonna see. We're going to see, player 3, what is going on. Bottom of the deck, choose a new direction and recovery. You might be engaging with something right now in just a way that's not healthy for you. Like, I don't get that you're engaging in unhealthy behaviors. It's just sort of like you're trying to maybe do something good for yourself, but it's almost like your current strategy is in fact harming you in some way. Or it's at least like depleting your health. Your health meter's going down, all right? Maybe you do need a healer. There's something you want. And I think as of now, it's sort of like there are a lot of things that you could be giving your time to and your energy to that you're not, because you want this specific thing. But I don't know, it's potentially like one of those things that you're not giving your attention and energy to is perhaps your self-care. And that's not great for manifestation, okay? You really don't want to manifest anything that way, because you are going, in order to, like, let's say that manifestation comes in, right? And the way you manifested it was by ignoring your self-care. That's how you're going to keep that manifestation. In order to keep it, you're going to have to be giving the same amount of energy in the same way to it. So if you all of a sudden start giving energy to your self-care, it is likely that manifestation will not stay, because it's not the energy you created it out of. Yeah, there's something that needs to change here about your approach. Yeah, look, I'm so fucking psychic, man. Like, whatever you're doing right now to manifest this thing, think again. Because there's something that you're doing here that is not in your best interest. And it's something that you're giving weight to this one particular thing at the expense of another. And it's in your approach. It is in the way that you are creating this thing in your material reality that you need to put a stop to. So can I get some, I don't need this. I want to know, what is it? What is this thing that you are neglecting? It's like it's your own. I want to say it's like your own pain. Like you may be throwing yourself into a particular intellectual endeavor. This could also be work, especially if this is an office job, something that's not manual. It's something where you would be directing other people, or at least directing workflow if you are not a manager or an executive, something like that. But it's almost like your attitude towards this is because you actually are aware that like there's something wrong here. And I'm not talking about with your strategy. I'm talking about with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just that whatever you are doing to manifest this other thing that you want, you are manifesting for escape right now. It's like you don't want to deal with this, so you're going to manifest something else that you would rather experience. And what I'll tell you is that tends to, like, it's not that you can't manifest, but when we manifest to escape, you are not actually changing reality. In order to change reality, you must see reality, accept it, and then move through it. That's how you actually move to another dimension and another timeline. When you ignore your reality and try to manifest something else to replace it with, that reality doesn't actually go anywhere. You like push it down for a little while and you might engage with your new manifestation. However, it's not likely that that manifestation will stay long term. And when I say long term, I mean like 5 years or more. All right. It's usually a short term thing. And also what tends to happen is that the dynamics that you are looking to escape from end up replicating themselves in the new situation, because what you've actually done is not change the situation. You've changed the scenery. You've rearranged the deck furniture, and the Titanic is still sinking. That's what's going on here, and you need to stop, because I don't care what you manifest from that. Reconsider that, because it's just going to lead to more tears. All right, you're going to distract yourself for a little while with whatever this little thing is, and then you'll go through the transformation. But really what this death card is you need to put an end to this. So what's your best advice or next steps that you're going to take? Honestly, that's all like I'm not getting any details on the manifestation. I don't care what the hell it is you want. That should be irrelevant to you right now. And what you're trying to distract yourself from is the relevant issue. What you need to do is look back on your prior relationships. These could be romantic relationships, but it's really any sort of relationship, family, friends, romantic partners. You need to look back at that. There's something back there that you need to see and understand if you want to create a solid foundation for yourself going forward. Something that is actually, this is just energetically abundant, something that works really well in materiality. And you are not going to build this by ignoring this, okay? You've got to look at it and then move into this other thing. All right, that's that. Player 3. Wake up, or you're gonna lose this round of the game of life. You're gonna have to go back and repeat it. You will keep repeating it until you look at it. You shall not pass, and all of that. All right, player 4. Player 3 was odd. Very short, very brief. But I mean, sometimes that's how it is. You just gotta tell them, like, that's what it is. Shut up. Do this. Or fall into the pit, whatever. Do, 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 boop, boop. Player 4, let's see how you're doing at this round of the game of life. What do you need? Do you need anything? Am I just going to be hyping you up today? Am I going to be selling you a potion? Khajiit. I forget, is it Khajiit has wares? Like, I forget. I love, like, if I could have a little fantasy NPC job on TikTok, if I had a little... Seriously, I feel like I'm the only one. I'm the only one who unironically gets a kick out of the NPC live streams. I can't watch them for long because they're annoying, but I enjoy the concept. And I would be like, if I was gonna do something like that, like I couldn't do like something that was so repetitive. It would have to be something like a fortune teller game character, so maybe like a cute little fantasy outfit, but then I would do like live readings for people. I think that would be cute, because that would be my ideal little like role play fantasy world job. I would love to have my own little like, you know, magic shop, potion shop, item shop, and also do readings in it. Nice. All right, lovers at the bottom of the deck. We've had a lot of relationship reads this time around. No need to worry as well, so quit worrying if you are, whatever it is. Oh, we've got a timeline within the next few weeks. We have the Queen of Wands. You might be meeting someone, or this could be glow up energy. Sometimes that does happen. Within the next few weeks, you will be at the pinnacle of your glow up, and you will be in a maintenance phase, perhaps, I don't know. Or you will be attracting someone or something. Let me think about this. I'm gonna pull, but right now, here's the thing. I've got this Queen of Swords. I have the Death, and I have the Hierophant. Now, player 4. Now, this would have been something that you've already been thinking about, okay? if you've been in a long-term relationship or a marriage that just flat out has not been working for you, you are going to be ending it, okay? And now you're going to be for the streets, or like in your hot girl or hot boy or hot them energy, okay? You know what this could also be if it's not that? This could be you breaking out of some sort of very confining religious structure. If you are someone who went through a lot of religious trauma that you thus far maybe have been working through and have not been able to free yourself from, you will. You will be putting an end to this very, very restrictive lifestyle that maybe you were placed in when you were younger, and coming into something that's a lot more free. Like, if you were in this box, like the Queen of Swords, while she may be intellectual, she's not necessarily sensual or sexual. She may not feel free enough to express that energy, but the Queen of Wands most certainly does. And so if you have felt confined by your own, it's not even a self-imposed spiritual practice, it's something that would have been imposed on you, you are going to be breaking away from that. So it's either you're breaking away from the church like now, or if you have done that in the past, right? Because the Queen of Swords is divorce energy, but it might be that you have divorced yourself from that organization a long time ago, but until now you haven't really put to death. Because look, it's like this Pope here. All of the beliefs that were sort of brainwashed into you from this more like patriarchal structure, that might be more resonant with you. But let me just go ahead and get some clarifiers on this. So whichever this is, because this could be a traditional marriage that maybe you entered into when you were younger, and it's very like, it's in the patriarchal structure, right, with that Hierophant. And you've just been very controlled, and you're putting an end to that, and you are being free with yourself. Yeah, this could be, honestly, it could go either way. It could be that you are stepping out into this fresh energy, because look, I have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is a match to the Queen of Wands. It could be that there is just a better partner for you. Okay, and whatever relationship that you've been in has just been nothing but stress for you, and now you are moving into your happiness. And I think that could work either way. It's for either situation, if it is an actual relationship or it is more of that spiritual thing. The Queen of Wands and the King of Wands can be the same person here. The Queen of Swords is stepping into this maybe new sort of exciting sexual playful energy, and the transformation that she or they are going through is to get to this like King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, because we can just merge these two and make it completely androgynous, right? It's just a mixture of both simultaneously. And in doing that, they are putting the death, the end to this stressful. This could be gender roles, as a matter of fact. Now that I've said that, this could be you understanding that you are in fact a trans man, or you've known it for a while. There's a reason why I don't feel correctly as this Queen of Swords. It's because I am not a queen. I'm a king, okay? And these gender roles that have been placed upon me are deteriorating my mental health. I am now stepping into my happiness and being who I really am, which is in fact this king, the transition from the queen to the king, or it could be in fact a mix, okay? You could be realizing that perhaps, oh wait, no, I'm not like an asexual woman. I'm actually a very sexual, non-binary person. But until I was able to express myself that way, I wasn't able to get in touch with that, because that form of maybe sexuality looks very different from the heterosexual norm. So whichever way y'all want to take that, because I think it works like all kinds of ways. Like, I think it'll work for any of those scenarios, but you're gonna know, obviously you're gonna know which one is you if you're player 4. So let's get best advice or next steps for you. High key transition energy, to be honest though. Some sort of gender transformation or sexuality transformation, even if this is just like we are in a heterosexual sort of norm, but you're stepping out of the rules that were imposed on you. That's what's going on here. It is something like that. Yeah. Breaking free. Yeah. Yeah. You are breaking free of whatever this is. You are breaking free of this confining devil. And this would be the devil in like these, like if you see here, like these gender roles, especially, let me get that. Where'd he go? This Hierophant, if we're looking at this as the architect of patriarchy, right? This Hierophant is in the same position as this devil, with these two people chained to these expectations of them that really have nothing to do with them, right? So whether that's a bad relationship or a stifling one, whether that is a way your sexuality or your gender has been expected for you to express, this is now done. It's over, and you are going to be breaking free of that. Or you're going through like the last echoes of it. If this is a process that you have been going through, you're going to be at the last phases of it, and you're going to be completely into your new and wonderful self. So congratulations, player 4. It's looking like you're moving from one level into another, and you are going to have a lot more happiness moving into this level.